I'm standing right now at Crawford Lane, just a few minutes away from Bugis and Golden Mile. At first glance, this place looks quiet, almost ordinary. No neon lights, no loud music, no obvious crowds. But if you know, you know. Today, I want to take you through one of Singapore's lesser-discussed massage clusters, mainly centered around blocks 463, 465, and 467. This is not Geylang. This is not Discreet Road. Crawford Lane operates very differently, and that's exactly why it has built its reputation. Section 1: Why Crawford Lane exists. Crawford Lane didn't become a massage area overnight. Its location plays a big role. It sits between Bugis, Beach Road, Golden Mile. That means office workers, tourists, and regulars all pass through this area daily. Unlike Geylang, where everything is spread out and highly visible, Crawford Lane is compact and discreet. Most of the activity happens quietly, behind old shopfronts and upper-floor units. This area attracts a very specific type of customer. People who don't want chaos. People who don't want to walk far. People who prefer familiarity over novelty. Here repeat customers matter more than walk-ins. Section 2: The Crawford Lane System. What makes Crawford Lane interesting is not just the massage itself, but the ecosystem. Most places here are small, independently run, long established. There's less aggressive solicitation compared to other areas. No shouting, no pulling, no standing in groups. Instead, the system relies heavily on word of mouth, long-term reputation, returning clients. Many practitioners here have been working in the same block for years. Some have even outlasted multiple rounds of inspections and regulatory changes. Section 3: Block 463. Density and foot traffic. Let's start with Block 463. This block has one of the highest concentrations of small massage units. The building itself is old, but that works in its favor. Units are compact, private, and easy to operate discreetly. This block sees more walk-in traffic, especially after office hours, early evenings, weekends. You'll notice subtle signage, minimal decoration, very little movement outside. Everything happens quietly inside. Block 463 is often where newcomers start, but only those who can build a customer base last long. Section 4: Block 465. Stability and reputation. Moving on to Block 465. This block feels different. Pace is slower. The atmosphere is calmer. The clientele is more familiar. Many units here rely heavily on regular customers rather than new faces. If you walk through carefully, you'll notice doors that rarely open, less visible advertising, longer operating hours. This usually indicates stability. Block 465 is where experience matters more than appearance. Section 5: Block 467. Quiet confidence. Now we arrive at Block 467. Compared to the other two blocks, this one feels almost reserved. Fewer people walking in and out. Less visible activity. But don't let that fool you. This block is known for experienced practitioners who don't need to advertise. Clients come here with intention. They already know who they're looking for. In places like this, reputation travels faster than signage. Section 6. The idea of famous in Crawford Lane. When people talk about famous massage experts in Crawford Lane, they don't mean social media fame. There are no Instagram ads here. No TikTok promotions. Fame here means years of consistent work, strong repeat clientele, quiet recommendations. Two names that come up again and again are XL and Apple. Section 7. Massage Expert X. Let's talk about X. X is known not because of flashy marketing, but because of experience. Many regulars describe X as technically confident, calm and professional, consistent in quality. In areas like Crawford Lane, consistency is everything. Clients who find someone they trust tend to stick around for years. That's how reputations like XL's are built. No rush, no drama, just steady work over time. Section 8. Massage Expert A. Then there's A. A's reputation comes from a slightly different angle. People often mention attention to detail, strong intuition, a very personalized approach. A attracts a loyal base of regulars who value familiarity and comfort. In this environment, personality matters just as much as technique. That's why names like it continue to circulate quietly among regular customers. Section 9. Why Crawford Lane is different from Geylang. Many people ask, why come here instead of Geylang? The answer is simple. Crawford Lane offers less chaos, more privacy, shorter walking distances, calmer environment. There are fewer tourists wandering around randomly, fewer first-timers making noise. It's a place for people who already know what they want. Section 10. Clientele Profile. The typical clientele here includes office workers from Bugis, long-term local regulars, tourists staying near Beach Road, mature customers who prefer discretion. This area doesn't chase trends. It survives on trust and habit. Section 11. Regulation and Reality. Like all massage areas in Singapore, Crawford Lane operates under increasing regulation. Over the years, many units have moved, closed, changed hands. Those that remain tend to adapt quietly. This has created a natural filtering effect. Only the most established survive. Section 12. The future of Crawford Lane. Will Crawford Lane remain the same in the future? That's hard to say. Urban redevelopment, stricter enforcement, and changing social attitudes all play a role. But as long as there is demand for discretion, familiarity, quiet professionalism, places like Crawford Lane will find a way to exist. Closing final thoughts. Crawford Lane is not loud. It's not flashy. It doesn't advertise itself. But for those who know, it carries a quiet reputation built over many years. Blocks 463, 465, and 467 may look ordinary from the outside, but behind these walls is a carefully balanced ecosystem. If you found this walk informative, feel free to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts. And as always, stay curious, stay respectful, and I'll see you in the next walk. อันนั้นแล้วนี่มันเสียหาย